Hello children, in this lecture we will start from the testing of ammonia gas. So ammonia molecular formula is NH3, colorless pungent odored gas. Litmus test, moist red litmus turns blue, which shows that ammonia is basic in nature. Then test for the gas. First point, gives dense white fumes when a glass rod dipped in concentrated HCl is brought near ammonia gas. So ammonia gas with vapors of concentrated HCl will form dense white fumes of ammonium chloride. So very popular test. This test we use for both ammonia and vapors of hydrochloric gas, hydrogen chloride gas. Okay. Next point, on passage through copper 2 sulfate solution, it gives a pale blue precipitate. So the pale blue precipitate which is formed is copper hydroxide. Okay, so copper sulfate get converted in the form of copper hydroxide, which is blue in color. So copper sulfate pale blue in color, solid. Copper sulfate is a blue solution. So this blue solution converted in the form of pale blue solid or pale blue PPT. On passage of excess ammonia, the pale blue precipitate dissolves to give a deep blue or inky blue solution of the complex salt, and this complex salt is actually tetraamine copper 2 sulfate. This is tetraamine. So ammonia in complex salt condition, it is known as amine. 4 ammonia molecules are present. So tetraamine copper 2 sulfate. This 2 is oxidation state of this copper atom which is present inside this square bracket. So tetraamine copper sulfate. This salt is formed which is deep blue or inky blue in color. Turns Nessler's reagent from colorless to pale brown or gives a reddish brown PPT. So Nessler reagent test of ammonia gas. So Nessler reagent changes from colorless to pale brown or a reddish brown PPT. Okay students. Nessler reagent is an alkaline solution of potassium mercuric iodide K2HgI4. Then second point, action of heat on the given unknown substance. So now we are going to start from here, and the first substance is copper carbonate. So copper carbonate is carbonate salt of copper, which is light green in color. So when this copper carbonate is heated, it turns in the form of copper oxide and CO2 gas. So copper oxide is a black solid. What observation you will take when you are heating this copper carbonate? So observation and deduction. Original color is light green. This copper carbonate light green. Color changes from light green to black. Gas evolved is carbon dioxide CO2. So color and odor, colorless, odorless gas. This nature slightly acidic to litmus. Test, lime water turns milky. These are the tests for CO2 gas, carbon dioxide gas. And we also know that CO2 is not affecting KMnO4 solution. Okay, so for KMnO4 there will be no effect of CO2. The residue which is formed here is copper oxide, which is black in color, and With the help of these all observation, we can come in conclusion that the light green powder is copper carbonate. Okay, so copper carbonate. Why copper? Because these all tests are there. Black solid is formed. And why carbonate? Because CO2 is formed. So the given substance should be copper carbonate, because metallic carbonate when heated get converted in the form of their oxide and produce carbon dioxide. The next is zinc carbonate. Zinc carbonate, white in color, and when heated it get converted in the form of zinc oxide. And very important observation is here that zinc oxide is yellow in hot condition and white in cold condition. So you have to keep in your mind this observation for zinc oxide, and you have to write both these observations. Okay students, so zinc oxide in hot condition yellow in color and changes from yellow to white when it get cold. Okay, original color is white, color changes from yellow, turns yellow on heating. Gas evolved is carbon dioxide, and for carbon dioxide all observations which we have already discussed in the case of copper carbonate, all these points are here again. A residue zinc oxide formed, which is yellow in hot condition and white in cold condition. So on the basis of these all observations, we can conclude that the white powder is zinc carbonate. Okay, next substance is washing soda. This washing soda, sodium carbonate decahydrate, which is white in color, and when this is heated it converted in the form of sodium carbonate, which is white, and water vapors are evolved. So original white, and color changes, there will be no any color change when sodium carbonate is heated, because the product which is formed here is sodium carbonate monohydrate, which is white in color. So initial compound and product compound both are white in color. So there is no any change in color after heating. Gas evolved is water vapor, and these water vapors are actually water of crystallization, which are coming out in the form of water vapor from sodium carbonate decahydrate when it is heated. So water vapor are colorless liquids. Nature neutral to litmus. Test turns cobalt chloride paper blue to pink. Residue white sodium carbonate is formed, and on the basis of these all observations we can say that given white powder is washing soda. The next is copper sulfate pentahydrate. So when copper sulfate is heated, anhydrous copper sulfate is formed, which is white in color, or you can say colorless. So from blue to colorless, and water vapor are formed. Now on strong heating, this copper sulfate further decomposed in the form of copper oxide, which is black solid, plus SO2, sulfur dioxide, suffocating odor gas, and oxygen, colorless odorless gas. So original color blue, this is blue, hydrous condition, and color changes from blue to white, and further in final it changes in black color. Gas evolved, water vapor SO2 and O2. Sulfur dioxide colorless, acidic to litmus, turns KMnO4 solution pink to clear colorless. Oxygen colorless, odorless, neutral to litmus, and relates glowing splinter, because oxygen gas is supporter of burning. Residue initial is anhydrous copper sulfate, and which turns on strong heating as copper oxide, which is black solid. The next is zinc nitrate, and when zinc nitrate is heated, it turns in the form of zinc oxide, NO2 and O2. So this nitrogen dioxide is formed here with oxygen and zinc oxide. Original color is white, which changes from white to yellow in hot condition and white in cold condition. Gas evolved water vapor, NO2 and O2. Nitrogen dioxide, it is a reddish brown acidic gas, turns acidified ferrous sulfate solution to brown. Oxygen observations, colorless, neutral, relates glowing splinter. Residue is zinc oxide, and again what we can conclude on the basis of these all observations, that white powder is hydrated zinc nitrate. This is copper nitrate, so it is also decomposed in copper oxide, NO2 and O2. Nitrogen dioxide, so both the nitrate are producing NO2 as byproduct. Original color blue, and which turns from blue to black on heating. Color change turns black on heating. Gas evolved water vapor, NO2 and O2. Nitrogen dioxide gas, reddish brown acidic to litmus, turns acidified ferrous sulfate solution brown. Oxygen, same observations for oxygen, residue black copper oxide, and we can conclude here that blue powder is copper nitrate. Lead nitrate, a very important nitrate of metals. Lead nitrate on heating produces lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. So lead oxide is also known as litharge, which is yellow solid. Original color is white, turns in yellow on heating. Gas evolved water vapor, NO2 and O2. Nitrogen dioxide, similar observation, reddish brown acidic natured gas. Oxygen, similar observation, residue litharge formed, which is yellow in color, and we can conclude that white powder which is given here is lead nitrate. Then ammonium chloride. So ammonium chloride is producing ammonia and HCl. So ammonia, both these gases are or vapors are colorless. Okay, a reversible reaction, on heating you will get these two, and on cooling again these two will form ammonium chloride, which is white in color. So on heat, sublimes on heating, evolving a basic and an acidic gas, which on cooling combines to form ammonium chloride sublimate, which condense on the cooler parts of the test tube. So NH4Cl, a sublimable substance, and under sublimation condition it is forming two gases which are of opposite in nature. One is basic gas and the other one is acidic gas. Okay, a residue, no residue is left. So what we can conclude, that white powder is ammonium chloride, which is sublimable in nature. Then last, ammonium dichromate, very important salt. Ammonium dichromate on heating form chromic oxide Cr2O3, H2O and N2. So chromic oxide is green in color. So from orange to green, original color orange, decomposes violently with flashes. So ammonium dichromate is a salt which decomposes violently with flashes. Observation of light, leaving a voluminous green residue. So residue will form of chromic oxide. So your observation for ammonium dichromate, when it is heated, it decomposes violently with flashes of heating, leaving a voluminous green residue. Gases evolved water vapor and N2, which is a neutral gas. Residue green chromic oxide on strong heating. Conclusion: the orange powder is ammonium dichromate. So here, an orange powder on heating forming a neutral gas with a neutral vapor turns in a neutral liquid and green colored solid.